Right, we've got our topo in place here. Sorry, let me show you how I did that. We've got our ramp in place. We're going into our site, and so we're going to put in a Toposolid. Now, the last project that you're going to be doing this year is that you will have a site in which you will place your domestic building, your steel building, and your concrete building together, and I'll be supplying you with that site. But for this exercise, for the concrete project, we need a site because there's nothing worse than having the building floating in mid-air or something like that. So we can always hide it or delete it when we go to the last exercise, and you'll just move the building onto the existing prepared site for you. Okay. So I'm into manage Toposolid from a sketch, and I'm just going to surround the building something like so. Okay, and let's go into the properties of this here and see what we got. So you might need to add in a couple of materials here. So I put in the site grass at 300 and the site earth at 5 meters here. All right, and you'll find those materials in your materials library. Like so, and that's fine. I've got a solid fill and a brown color here for the coarse scale fill as well, and I'll go OK. Now I'm going to put this in at -25, so it'll just come in below the slab here, and we'll finish that. Don't attach any walls here. Okay. Now let's take a look at that 3D. So I've got my slab exposed here, and for me, that's the way I'm going to do this. If you were to put some grass in on top of this, you'd want a minimum of 300 mil in order for the grass to grow. And if I had to do that, then I'd have to drop down the level of the ground floor slab and all of that kind of stuff. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to pave this area here. So that's part one. Part two is if I go into a section now, you'll see where the problem is that we've got earth in our basement, and we need to get that out. So there's two parts to this. What we're going to do first of all is we're going to cut the topo from the walls and the floor slabs here. So we're going to go into modify, going into cut. We're going to say multiple cut here, and we're going to take this and take it from there. Okay, and from here and so on, and we'll find each of the slabs. And what we want to do is expose the walls that are there and that one. And is it coming up on this? It is, yeah. I want to remove it from there as well. Escape. Okay, let's go into the other section here now, and we're going to have to do a few of these to make sure we get all the walls in. Thanks to God, there's not tons of walls in this. Cut multiple. So cut this from, that one is okay. I think that one is okay. Yep. All right, we're looking good there. So escape. Back into the ground floor plan, and I'm going to take that section now, move it up here, and yeah, we need it here. So it's going to be cut. Multiple cuts, and it's cut this from that. Okay, and from that. Okay, and from that. Right, now you'd probably, if you're going to take a section through any of the pads here, you'd probably need to do that exercise for the pads as well. Okay, and there's that wall there too. Now if we've cut all the walls out, let's just go back into the site plan. Okay, escape, ground floor plan, and I might just take this one, shift that back there. I just want to make sure I've got all the walls out here. So I think that one is okay, and that one's okay, right? Back here, let's move it up there, see if those walls are out as well. No, we need to do these ones, so cut this from this from that. Okay, and it's already gone from there as well. You might need to extend those walls down a little bit to put a foundation underneath them as well. So that's what the sections show us, and that's grand. Right, now how do we get the earth out of the and I'll go into a ground floor plan here from the basement. So we're going to do a void here and see if that works for us. So we'll do an in-place void, architecture component model in place. Now this was so Toposolid, and I just call it a Toposolid+Void 1. Okay, that gives us access to the forms here. I mean, it's a void form that we want, and it is a void extrusion in our case, and we're going to go from that corner, okay, to that corner, and everything else in between. Okay, now let's go into a section here. There's the void. All right, so we just want to bring it up to that level. Sorry, we want to bring it down to that level. Okay, now get our cut tool, and we will cut from the topo, cut the void. Okay, now that's that one done. A few little adjustments to be made on some of the columns there. I see that. Finish that. All right, now we come over to this one here, and this can be a little bit trickier, but let's have a go with it. So same again, architecture component model in place, topo solid, and this will be a topo void 2, right? Okay, and it's a void extrusion, and we're going to use the pick line here now. So on the outside here, all the way up there, we have to join those, and down here we have to join those. So fillet this to this, and this to this, and down here as well. Fillet that to that, that to that. Okay, now let's do that. That's done. Let's get a section through there. Now, so what I'm going to do is we'll have to do some fill in here at some point. So we're going to drag this down to more or less that level there. And it's up there. Okay, so we're going to cut now from this, cut that, and we'll finish that. Okay, something like that. And let's get into a 3D and take a look. All right, so that's nicely done, and so that's your topo solid there, and your voids. Let's just put in a section box here. I like the section box to be able to check things. So go through here. Now you can see that that is void in there. And it all depends on how you're going to construct that. You know, if you're going to be digging it out to get the ramp in, do you leave the earth in? You know, do you fill it full of stone or whatever else like that? Probably a neat little solution that we could use actually with the floor on that. We do have a variable. We have one layer that we can use as a variable, and so we could actually make that fill in down here as well. Not hugely concerned about it there at the moment, you know. We'll get to it. Now that's what I wanted there. Okay, that's how it should be looking in terms of the section through the car park area. Okay.